This expansion kind of began with several vintage photos, and then ended up, after 3 Nights of Dreams, became this kind of collage of dream imagery. And I actually had to do a kind of heads or tails bracket to kind of see which person in these vintage photos gets to start off as my first dream guide. So on my first night of dream, I saw this lady in the 1980s, and she was about 80 years old, which makes sense from this kind of look of this picture. And she was in this very nice peach dress, with matching hat, pearl necklace, and it's something like the Queen of England would wear. And she told me her name was Claire, and I truly believe that I tapped into this energy of Claire, and she came through and told me her name. And everybody else in these vintage photos became my dream guides for other parts of the project. And just like my other dream expansion in this Tell This Vision series, I had a person make a guest appearance for all 3 nights. The guide on this journey was a Native American man from the past, and I truly can't remember ever having a guide be there for 3 nights in a row. So for me, that was kind of a sacred celebration of this expansion. In one of the dreams, there was this big 125 font in front of me, and I was thinking, what does 125 represent? Is it something going to go down in 125 days? And since December and January are just around the corner, maybe something was going to go down on December 5th or January 25th. And since nothing really went down on those days, it might have to wait until January 2025 for something to really go down. I don't know, so we'll just have to kind of wait and see what that represented, you know. So then there was this dream where there were all these people in these egg-shaped pods, kind of shooting off into the air through these worm-like tubes. And so then surrounding that as this blend of my kind of doodles of my project, representing the blend of both the project, my imagination, and this dream expansion. I really enjoyed creating this style, you know, whether it was good or bad, or, you know, it was just fun to create using this dream as inspiration, kind of tap into this inner child and just have fun with it. And I will definitely continue to do more dream projects like this one. This expansion will definitely be added to the new Symbolicy packet, especially after going through and experiencing it and actually enjoying this process. Alright, so here it is, the guidance of Dr. Same, the 3-page story of the 3 Nights of Dreams, blended with my imagination to kind of tell me, or give me guidance from my future self. And I feel that doing this project was very beneficial to open me up as the creator, but also to come up with the concept of when I do return to this, when I come back to do an expansion like this, my next intentions of dreams will be to come up with new ideas and concepts for film projects, for characters, or other things that come to me, and then kind of blend them all together at a certain point and kind of make that a focus and kind of use my own interpretation to incorporate it into a script project or a short film or whatever it may be, and make them come to life. And that's what I kind of plan on doing for the future projects with this kind of expansion. So thank you for viewing my experience to the character Ella. Thank you. In the story of Symbolicy, I created Gary as a musician. So when he came across the material left by Simon, he incorporated all that into his music and kind of created a new art form.
Now, I'm no musician by any stretch of imagination, but when I took on Gary's expansion, it allowed me to tap back into the bass and do these kind of experiments that I haven't done in over 10 years. And also allowed me to kind of plant the seeds of ideas that I would like to implement into my project See Art and Tell, a celebration of artists, filmmakers, creators, and everything in between. Kind of take them out of their comfort zone and try to do these experiments to kind of see what we can create. So that's what I kind of want to do moving forward. So with that being said, thank you for your time in viewing this. I'm going to leave you with a bass line from my initials from a telephone. When you look at a telephone, which is 264. Again, thank you for your time and checking this out and my journey into the character of Gary. Thank you.
When I first started the expansion, I planned on just creating a short story based on the lyrics and imagery of the 4 songs. But as I began to formulate the story, it became clear to me that this needs to be turned into a film. So right now I'm preparing the first stages of the outline, the first draft of the script, and then I'm just going to let it breathe, let it do its thing, and then let it grow within itself. So when I return, I'll be a few steps ahead of the game, and I'll know at that point which direction I want to take this. And this experience by doing this is actually helping me write scripts, figure out dialogue, and create this story. So it actually is beneficial to my kind of school of hard knocks. So the next stages are all about the promotional stages of this concept that I'm doing with KEXP and to the bands. So my goal is to actually request all 4 songs in a row and have the DJ represent what I'm doing, and maybe put it on the playlist and have people look my direction and see what I'm doing. The goal is to kind of promote, representing that I'm using KEXP as my guide for this part of my series. So let's see what happens. Go. And give back to the radio station by having people create the same style or the same kind of similar styles to the way I created these film project based on the 4 songs that I've come across. And I find it unique the way that they work, whether it's the DJs playing what they, the uniqueness of what they play, to the listener powered and blended with imagination and the style to create a short story and to showcase it in front of many people. I think it would be a good way to give back to KEXP and give back to community.